What happened in Africa this week? These are my top shocking news. The African rainbow nation is back in the dark after a brief flicker of hope during the festive season, as load shedding, the planned power outage that prevents a total grid meltdown, return. Now, the state-owned power utility Eskom has announced that the power cuts are expected to surge from stage 2 to stage 3, meaning South Africans can expect to be left without electricity up to 9 times a day over 4 days for 2 hours each time, or 9 occurrences over an 8-day span for 4 hours each time. Now, the state-owned power utility switched off the load shedding for 18 days from late December to early January, the longest break since 2022. But the power crisis is far from over, as South Africa power infrastructure remain unstable and in need of urgent reforms. I mean, buying electrical appliances must be a stressful decision, but I just hope they have really good insurance policies, because the Kenyan president, William Ruto, decided to tickle the judges in his country and sparked outrage after accusing corrupt judges of colluding with cartels to sabotage his administration project. He also threatened to disobey court orders and end judicial impunity. The president's remarks have attracted more criticism than Zodwa's latest video. And don't ask me how I know, we professionals around here. Anyways, President Ruto received harsh criticism from the opposition leader, the Judicial Service Commission, the Chief Justice, and even the Law Society of Kenya joined the squad to defend the independence and integrity of the judiciary. They pointed out that the president's attacks undermine the rule of law and erode public trust in the judiciary. Furthermore, the Law Society has announced a nationwide peaceful protest next week in support of the judiciary. The Kenyan president, however, has refused to back down. He took the matter to Twitter streets and wrote, "We will root out the corrupt and the impunity of bribing judges so as not to derail, delay, sabotage Kenya's imminent transformation will never happen under my watch." The Equator region of the Democratic Republic of Congo is facing a humanitarian disaster as flood caused by a month of heavy rain have affected millions of people. The Congo River has overflowed its banks, submerging homes, roads, and crops. It is estimated that at least 60 people have died and thousands have been displaced. The Congolese government has declared a state of emergency and allocated $4 million for relief efforts. The last time the country experienced such a devastating flood was in 1961, more than 6 decades ago. Now, a new report by the Belgian-based International Crisis Group warned that the international armed force, which will be led by Kenya to Haiti to fight gang violence, will face multiple challenges in this mission. The force, which could include up to 5,000 troops from various countries like Belize, Burundi, Chad, Jamaica, and Senegal, has not yet deployed due to a pending court ruling in Kenya. The report suggests that the mission could face a host of hurdles, such as gangs uniting and attacking them if they are perceived to be weak, or the corruption among some police officers, politicians, and the country's elite who have direct links to the gangs and could leak critical information or sabotage the whole operation. On top of that, there are overcrowded prisons and broken judicial system, which will be unable to handle the thousands of cases once suspected criminals are arrested. Moreover, there is a risk of fighting in urban areas controlled by gangs, putting innocent civilians' lives in danger and risking losing trust of the local populations like the previous missions have done. The report suggests that the mission should cut off the supply of weapons and money to the gangs and expose the links between them and the local elite, while urging the forces to be opened to exploring the possibility of a dialogue and disarmament with gangs leaders who might be open to negotiating if they feel threatened by this foreign presence. Listen, I have extensively commented on this mission, and I repeat, this mission is a bad idea. Rwanda has recalled an antifungal tablet made by a Kenyan company, Universal Corporation, over safety fears after spotting discoloring in the pink pills. The Rwandan Food and Drugs Authority have instructed importers, retailer and health facilities to stop distributing the drug, which is used to treat fungal or yeast infection. The local authorities have alerted the Kenyan manufacturer, but according to reports, no recall has been issued in Kenya yet. However, Rwanda is investigating the safety and the quality of the drug, some of which have already reached the local market.
We, ni nini?